First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those apostles and elders from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this brother Dawaba from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson in in this the brother's Arrows of Indignation, and he got the title of his video is Eve is big mad after finding out Babylon and Esau is fraud and lied to her. Now, I'm going to sit up here and say this. I've listened to this actually twice, because she said something at the end that caught my attention, the young lady on here. And actually, if y'all really listen to her, she was actually on point with a lot of things she said. She was really actually on point with a lot of things she said, but what she said at the last 14 seconds actually was what I really want to hit on. Well, actually the last 35 seconds, because she did say something else, but I'm going to let it play, and I'm going to grab a few scriptures, because there were some things she hit on, and I ain't going to sit up here and lie. I'm a claimer. I ain't going to lie. She kind of hot. Unless if another brother would claim her, hey, give me a daughter, because she hot. Them lips is right. But either way it goes, she was saying a lot of things that are on point, and I'm going to sit up here and let her go ahead and play, and I'm going to grab a few scriptures on her.
Show him any respect. You motherfuckers are filthy. So motherfucking disrespectful. But this is expected. Because y'all is so motherfucking full of hate and racism. But your time is coming to an end. I just said I have to get on here because the thing that's happened to America with 3Ks is supposed to happen. I'll continue to hear this motherfucking line. Listen, that's why I don't give a fuck about the fat bastard in charge pulling off the greatest motherfucking heist in American history. Bitch, I hope you rob you motherfuckers blind. I don't even give a fuck if I'm an innocent bystander and I gotta go through this shit too, bitch. Y'all invited me to the table. You forced me to eat this shit and I want to eat it, but I'm gonna watch racist bitches.
So y'all heard what she said. So the point that she sit up here and said was there were two things. She sit up here and said y'all are hateful, but y'all time is coming to an end.
Brutally beaten for doing his job.
The other thing she sit up here and said is that, and that was like that last
New tonight, a teen
5
is
seconds.
demanding
She said,
justice
I'm gonna have to
after
go
he
through
says
this.
customers attacked him at his
y'all
place of
dragged me up in here too.
employment
I'm
in
gonna have to go
Cordova
through this.
Sunday
She was like,
evening. This happened at Cheddar's Restaurant on North German
Turn out, but I'm gonna have to go through it, and
Police
she
are
is.
still searching for the group of men responsible. Fox 15 Sierra Jordan joins us live from Cordova tonight.
That's between
Sierra,
her and
you
the Lord,
spoke with the victim about what happened. What did he have to say?
You know what? At least, she actually.
Darcy, the victim is only 17 years old, trying to.
And at least she's. You know what? There's going to be elect women, and what did the Lord say? They're going to be women who, actually, like, what do you say, whores and prostitutes. That's going to probably make it before some of these women who claim that they love the Lord. Now, I'm not saying whether she one or the other, but I'm sitting up here saying that, you know what? Hey, you'll never know. We ain't in those chariots yet, man. I'm praying the Lord still have mercy on me, and I'm praying the Lord sit up here and keep me in this truth until the very end. But with that, let me grab a few scriptures, because the first scripture, she said, hey, their time is coming to an end, and it is. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24, and it says, Matthew 24:3, it says, and as they sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take no heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And you seeing that? A lot of false prophets, a lot of motherfuckers out here being deceitful on some bullshit, lying, fucking goddamn coming up with their own doctrine. But it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And what she saying, right? These motherfuckers gonna always hate Jake. You so-called black Latinos and Native Americans. Pure hate. You know? Through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, these motherfuckers was made to be who they were. They're going to always hate Jake. You know? And she sit up here and said it through their hatred for us. You know? That's why they shit is coming through an end. And she right. Through their hatred, because the Lord is about to come and have his vengeance on these motherfuckers for what they did to you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans. The Israelites. His people. His children. Yasharallah. He coming to destroy their monkey asses. You know? For what they did. And fucking up the earth. So on point, she is on point with that. She right about that. These motherfuckers' time coming to an end. Now, how she looks at the end and how we look at the end might be two different things. But you know what? She said she's going to be caught up in it. That was the other point that she had made. She said, I know I'm going to be caught up in it and I know I'm going to be in it. You know? And she is. 2/3 over here in America going to be destroyed. Now, like I said, whether she was 2/3 or not, I don't know. You know, that's between her and the Lord. But that end is coming. Now, let me go over here to what is that? Jeremiah. I want to hit Jeremiah because her sitting up here mentioning that. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let me go to Habakkuk real quick. Because when she said that point about them, they time coming up, guess what? They time is up and it's here. You know? It's here. But this is Habakkuk. Actually, no, not Habakkuk. Lamentations. Shalakia. Lamentations chapter 4. Lamentations 4 and 21? Yeah, 4 and 21. It says, Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And she right. And so that time is coming to our time is almost up, man. All the curses about to be lifted up off us. We still under them, but they slowly going to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And he about to fill up here. He feeling that shit right now. He feeling that shit. He about to be the new nigga on the block. You know? So everything that she was actually saying, and you know, I recommend the brothers if they ain't look at it, because she actually was on point, really, in a lot of things she was saying. You know? I don't really think she said anything out of the way. You know? She was really on point. But the whole point of the matter is the things that she said about them coming to the end, and she saying she said that, you know, she knows she gonna be in the shit, and she is. If you over here in America, aka Babylon the Great, 2/3 of our people about to catch hell over here. Hell, because majority of our people over here, you know, about to catch pure fucking hell. You know, and unless the Lord, which you gonna be, it's gonna be your ass. You know, but Esau Edom time is coming to an end. The Lord is bringing them punishment on him. The Lord is about to judge this motherfucking place and judge Esau Edom, along with 2/3 of some of these heathens over here. A lot of these motherfuckers were from Venezuela who came over here from these other countries, you know, thinking they're about to get some good life or whatever. Y'all came over here to be judged, motherfucker. Y'all came over here for straight destruction. Maybe a few of y'all gonna sit up here and be the elect, but a majority of y'all probably came over here for nothing but a damn missile. Now, here's the other point that she sit up here and made. What is that? Sorry, brothers. My mind is kind of slipping on me real quick. That's Zechariah chapter, is that 12? 13. No, 12. Zechariah 12. Yeah, it is here. Zechariah 12. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day. Wait, hold on. No, it was 13. Salakia, brothers. Damn. Yeah. And this is Zechariah 13 and 8. It says, and it shall come to pass, then in all the lands, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. What's 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die? There's going to be 2/3 of these fucking goddamn Or you fucking goddamn heathenistic ass Israelite ass niggas. Since y'all don't want to come back to our power, he gonna destroy your motherfucking ass, man. Over here, you're gonna get the judgment of goddamn Esau Edom. You know, that's 2/3. But the 1/3 is gonna go through it, but we ain't gonna be touched. You know, like I always say, some gonna be martyrs, you know. But for the majority part, no. The 1/3 gonna be okay. The Lord said we gonna eat, we gonna drink, we gonna be merry. But 2/3 our people gonna catch nothing but pure fucking hell. You know? Cause you're fucking goddamn ignorant. You're fucking goddamn wicked. You know? But like she said before, she gonna be involved in it. You know, like I said, whatever side she fall on. But I claim her. And if another brother claim her, like I said before, give me a daughter. You know, she hot. But either way it goes. And then here's the other part. This says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them. This is Zechariah 13:9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say it is my people, and they shall say the Lord is my power. And that's what's going to happen. We're going to go through that fire, man. We're going to go through that test, that trial and tribulation. When that MOTB get introduced. When all hell break loose, when the shit hit the fan. We're going to be calling on the Lord. We're going to make the Lord our shield and buckler. The Lord going to be our protector during this time. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know? Everybody else ain't gonna be doing that. They're gonna be calling on JC and calling on whoever else they're gonna be calling on. And the Lord ain't gonna hear that bullshit. You know? So, you know, and like I said before, you know, she had just said a few things that caught my attention. But that last part really caught my attention when she said, hey, you know I'm gonna be in it, you know, and you are. You know? A lot of 2/3 of our people gonna be fucked up over here. And 1/3 gonna be okay. You know. So with that, I hope this was edifying. But I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to those apostles and elders from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth, and salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Bob Ball. And Ayah Habatham Malakia. Shalom.